back. Well, let's focus on the entire real estate space. Upgraded infrastructure projects are driving the Mumbai real estate market. According to Jefferies, completion of 4 landmark infra projects worth around $10 billion is lined up over the next 18 months. So players like Lodha, Godrej Properties, Oberoi Realty, Suntec Realty, Prestige Estates, all of them are likely to be key beneficiaries of this upgraded infrastructure cycle. We have with us another big real estate player of Mumbai, Niranjan Hiranandani, who is the founder and MD of Hiranandani Group, joining in to discuss this and to throw more light on this trend. Hi, sir. Welcome to the show. Well, before we start talking about the potential of the Mumbai real estate market, I wanted your thoughts on the prices in the real estate market, because a report on one end indicates that there has been a 9% appreciation which has taken place in the Mumbai real estate prices. But there are conflicting reports indicating that prices haven't moved in the last decade. And, a person has sold a residential flat for the same price that they bought it at probably 5 to 6 years or maybe 10 years ago. So give us a sense in terms of where Mumbai residential prices stand as compared to, say, 5 years ago. And what is the appreciation that you might even have seen recently?
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be with you again. My study indicates very clearly that there is a price rise. It's across the board by an average of about 7%. The increase in the case of luxury properties is about 10 to 12%. In the case of mid properties, it's also 10 to 11%. In the case of the affordable segment, it has actually gone down by 2 or 3%. So in reality, the changes which have taken place, and that's why you're looking at an average price which has grown by 6%. But in reality, the mid-end luxury segments have outpriced themselves and they are growing much faster and better. And the prices have also gone up tremendously. This also indicates, there is a second indicator which is showing, we have seen in the first half of 23, luxury segment has grown by 30%, mid segment has grown by 21%, and a luxury segment has grown by 30% plus, and the mid segment by 38%, and the affordable segment has grown in terms of volume by 20%. So the growth which we are talking about is also there in terms of volume. It is also there in terms of prices. But yes, this is the first time in my entire career that I'm seeing that the growth in volume as well as pricing, as well as overall growth in the affordable segment is much slower than the mid and the luxury segment. That is a new trend that I have seen in terms of the last 1 year, which has happened in the Mumbai area and probably reflected in the entire country.
That's an interesting one. I mean, that also corroborates with what the economists call the K-shaped recovery, where the lower end is shrinking, whereas the upper end is moving higher as well. Thanks a lot for joining in, Mr. Hiranandani.
Can I give you 2 more points?
Yes, please. Go ahead, sir.
The affordable segment has been hit primarily because of interest rate hike. The interest rate for the affordable segment was 6.25 and it is now 8.4 or 8.6. So this increase in EMIs is not affordable in the affordable segment, and that has hit the affordable segment in a much stronger way than it is there. But growth of the area and arena is much, much faster than I had imagined. And the first half is looking very, very bullish. The second half is looking also equally bullish to me.
Affordable apartments. I mean, there's the irony out there, Mr. Hiranandani. But what confounds me is that despite such higher prices, smaller apartments, high rent in Mumbai, the demand still seems to be surging. I mean, everyone speaks about high demand in Mumbai. That's confounding.
The rental prices are going to go up even further because redevelopment is taking place. And those people are taking temporary houses in the rental spaces because the builders are paying for that rent. Hence, you will see in the next 1 or 2 years, rental prices in Mumbai are going to go skyrocketing, especially in areas where redevelopment is taking place. So you're going to see rental prices even go far higher for residential accommodation in the next 1 to 2 years. minimum.
Just wanted to understand a little about the supply side. What are the supply numbers looking like? How many units come up for sale in Mumbai over the next couple of years? And, how much of that would be led by new developments? How much of that would be redevelopment? Will that be an impact on price? Because a lot of new players are entering the Mumbai market as well, the ones who were not traditionally from Mumbai.
So in the last 6 months, there has been an increase of residential volume by 6% only in the last 6 months. So that is a very large growth which is taking place in the Mumbai region as far as that is concerned. But try and understand two factors. Number one factor, that the total amount of infrastructure in metro, which was only 190 kilometers in the last 60 years, Western Railway, Central Railway and Harbour Line, we are adding 330 kilometers in the next 2 years in the Mumbai region. So you're going to see a world of a difference in terms of growth of infrastructure of the metro. And additionally, the Cross Harbour Bridge, which will open up land across Navi Mumbai and Padvel. And also the fact that the Navi Mumbai airport is targeted to be launched by 2025. So I think that the Cross Harbour Bridge closing by December of 23, all these factors and the metro lines coming up, and they are targeting it before the election that all these metros should be started, and also the Cross Harbour Bridge. So I think all in all, you will see Mumbai region really growing faster than what you had imagined.
Okay. Just a two-part question because we are a little short on time, Mr. Hiranandani. First is that because of the amount of supply that we see coming into the Mumbai real estate market, both on the premium segment as well as the affordable, do you then expect a correction in prices? Affordable, yes, you have indicated that it has corrected by around 2 to 3%. But say a year from now, are we talking about a correction in real estate prices in the city of Mumbai simply because of the amount of supply coming through? And secondly, the Navi Mumbai market, what is your estimate in terms of growth of prices as well as real estate projects there? Two-part question.
Okay, so in the first case, obviously the amount of volume coming in is growing up. So we may get a correction in prices within 2 years from today because it takes a long time. As far as Panvel and other areas are concerned, we are also developing Panvel. We have just started the Hiranandani Fortune City. We estimated that in 2 months, we would sell 150 apartments. We have sold 257 apartments in 2 months. So we are, the demand in that area has gone up exponentially in anticipation of the MTHL, which is coming in. So the interest in real estate in terms of homes and houses post-COVID has suddenly increased tremendously. People who wanted rental houses are now worried that the prices are going too high, and they're going back to buy the houses. Number two, banks and financial institutions are lending tremendously. Of course, the interest rate hike by the RBI is hurting the affordable segment, but not the mid segment and the premium segment. So the demand, according to me, is likely to grow even further because people who are otherwise looking at rental, because of the rental prices just going beyond the roof because of redevelopment and people to do it, more and more people will look at buying again. Earlier, people used to say, we'll go on rental, why should we buy? That's changing tremendously, and people do realize that they must buy a house, otherwise one day they will be on the streets because rentals they cannot afford today.
All right, Mr. Hiranandani, always a pleasure speaking with you. I just hope that what you speak about the infra and all of that completing on time and in time ahead of all the stipulated deadlines does happen, because we've seen a lot of real estate prices go down because of lack of completion of those infra projects. I mean, we hear
in
our
Mumbai,
studios...
They will complete it in Mumbai because they are fighting for the election, both at the state and central level. And believe you me, the push which is taking place politically is unbelievable. I've never seen such a push on infrastructure in the Mumbai region ever in my whole life. 40 years plus of real estate, I have not seen government and bureaucracy pursuing infrastructure at the pace at which they are doing today. So congratulations to them.
Those are extremely positive comments coming in from you. Your experience both for Ekta, me and all the citizens of Mumbai, we'll just be happy for better infrastructure, because as you and I would know, the city is definitely bursting at the seams. Thank you, Mr. Hiranandani, for joining in. Take a short break, come back, we focus on the markets itself. We get in Ruchit Jain of 5paisa.com to join in with some trading strategies.
turn the clock back.